You are now recognized for 5 minutes for your oral remarks.
Good morning, Chair Wagner, Ranking Member Sherman, and members of the subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity to testify on behalf of CFP Board in support of the Retirement Security Rule. I am Kamila Elliott. I served as the 2022 chair of CFP Board, the professional organization that certifies more than 98,000 CFP professionals. CFP Board has a fiduciary standard that applies to all financial advice, including one-time sales recommendations. CFP professionals work for broker-dealers, investment advisors, and insurance companies. They have shown that any financial professional who wants to act in their client's best interests can do so. I am here because moderate income Americans saving for retirement should have the same access to best interest financial advice that wealthy Americans enjoy. I am here because moderate income individuals are the people who most need to make every dollar count. I am here because I believe that if the rule is adopted, moderate income Americans will gain rather than lose access to retirement advice that is in their best interests. The rule does not prohibit financial professionals from earning commissions. Actually, most CFP professionals earn commissions. And my firm, headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, provides financial planning with a focus on middle to high income clients. And we are all fiduciaries. We provide advice that our clients need at a price they can afford and in their best interests. We primarily support communities of color, offering various fee models and no minimum account balances. We are not the only firm that does this. Advisors all over America serve moderate income retirement savers with best interest advice. Retirement savers want to work with someone they can trust, but that trust is too often misplaced. Financial professionals can take advantage of regulations that do not require them to operate as a fiduciary. Financial professionals can be paid handsomely for advice that is not in the investor's best interests. And financial professionals should not be allowed to make recommendations that compensate them well, but burden the client with excessively high fees, unnecessary risks, or harmful illiquidity. Too often, I have encountered situations where retirement savers did not receive advice in their best interest. For example, I met recently with a woman whose former financial professional recommended that she use her modest retirement nest egg to buy an insurance product that wasn't right for her. Had she invested in a diversified portfolio and a qualified retirement plan, she would now have tens of thousands of dollars more in accumulated retirement assets, money that could have gone a long way in her retirement years. In another case, a 48-year-old was sold a fixed annuity with an interest rate of less than 2.5% and a surrender period of 7 years. This means that for 7 years, she will receive a less than market rate return unless she pays a penalty of what represented about 60% of her retirement assets. The person suffered substantial financial harm from advice that was not in her best interests. And unfortunately, by the time she found me, it was too late. There are severe consequences for conflicted advice. Over time, small differences lead to enormous losses. For some, this may mean having to retire much later. For others, this may mean not having enough money to spend on retirement for things like healthcare, medications, and ever-increasing housing costs. Workers shouldn't have to work longer because their financial professional did not act in their best interests. Retirees shouldn't be unable to afford medicine because their financial professional was looking out for themselves. The wealthy receive financial advice that is best for them. Those with moderate incomes should be treated the same. On behalf of the CFP Board, we support the Department of Labor's Retirement Security Rule. And thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
I thank you, Ms. Elliott, for your testimony.